We gonna whoop two asses that night, Canelo's and his.
And this also is an indicator that Team Crawford is nervous. Team Crawford really values Boots and sees that he brings something to the table. You wouldn't have something to say if you didn't think this was a major link-up. You wouldn't be asking him to not take the sparring session. You wouldn't be asking him to not sell out if you didn't think this link-up was epic. If you didn't think this link-up was a perfect way to mimic Terence Crawford. So all you dum-dums that were saying the other, now you see that your opinion means jack shit, and Crawford and his team are certainly worried about Jaron Boots Ennis being in that camp.
And there is the boxing voice and their take on Jaron Boots Ennis in Canelo's camp to prepare him for Terence Crawford. And as you guys heard, there is criticism, okay? And yet, you know, people are accusing Jaron Boots Ennis of betraying his people, calling him a sellout because he's helping Canelo Alverez prepare for Terence Crawford. Well, do you guys know that they have Misael Rodriguez, the Olympic bronze medalist, and he's helping Crawford. And nobody in Canelo's camp is saying anything about betraying this or that. You know, and I say this is my counterpunch. I think this is very stupid. When has Terence Crawford and Jaron Ennis been friends? When has that ever been a point of reality? If anything, they're rivals. If anything, that's exactly what Jaron's supposed to do. Jaron Ennis is supposed to help Canelo Alverez. Why are we bringing color into it? They're not even friends. They're not even colleagues. They're not any of that shit. They didn't spar together. He doesn't know Terence Crawford personally. In fact, he's never sparred Terence Crawford. So why would people sit here and call Jaron Boots Ennis a sellout? You guys don't remember Jaron had a brother. He has two brothers, honestly, but he had a brother that sparred Canelo damn near 3 years ago. So do you understand the line of communication between the Ennises and the Alverezes or the Reynosos? Don't you think that's open? If they had Boots' brother sparring him years ago? So where's this whole sellout shit come from? They had a relationship previous. That's what I don't understand about a lot of this sellout shit and, you know, Jaron Ennis is doing this. No, Jaron Ennis is doing this. First of all, he's getting paid. You know what I mean? It's almost like in my field of work, you know, he's getting paid for stand-in work instead of becoming a stuntman or an actor, right? But he's still getting paid. And he's helping Canelo Alverez, and he's doing the job and what he got hired for. See, when you people start bringing race into it, that's why the shit won't end. Even though it exists, but that doesn't mean you should bring it up on every possible occasion. And it's stupid as shit. Jaron, I can understand if they were friends. I can understand if they were close. I can understand if this was Timothy Bradley helping Canelo, because Timothy Bradley and Terence Crawford, they have a relationship because they all fought on the same network once upon a time. Him, Terence Crawford, and Andre Ward. It would be different if any of those guys were involved, but that's not the case here. What are we even talking about? This is the silliest shit I ever heard. Who else is he going to get to emulate like that? The movement, you know, the even-handedness, the switch hitting. Who else is better than that? I think Canelo did a good job. I think they did some good scouting for good competition and good sparring partners. You know, and if that is, I'm going to tell you guys, if that is Crawford or Team Crawford concerned about that, that shows a lot of insecurity, because whoever they bring in shouldn't prepare him for what their game plan is going to be on the day, or should I say on the night. You know, that shouldn't have anything to do with it. I thought to myself, I never thought sellout. Why would you even think that type of shit? They're not friends and they just happen to be black. So what? Who cares? Or like, where was that a big thing. I didn't care for, oh, well, it's, you know, it's all, you know, why don't they have Mexican people there? Bro, Canelo Alvarez doesn't need help or support like that. He has enough just being the cash cow in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Like all that, hey, they don't have this type of people or that type of people raises a red flag, is only bringing and drawing power to it. So you guys tell me what you think of people thinking that Jaron Boots Ennis is now a sellout because he betrayed Terence Crawford. That's not his friend. That is, in fact, his rival. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.